Healthy, a series to help you learn about available resources.
Welcome to another edition of Happy and Healthy. Today we're going to be talking about arts and leisure opportunities locally. And we have with us Linda Saul-Sena, who is our former city councilwoman and is now the chair of Community Stepping Stones. Welcome, Linda. Glad you could be here. And then we have Kelly Ahern, who's the recreation leader, one of the recreation leaders?
Yes.
At the Temple Terrace Leisure Services Division Department. Welcome.
Thank you.
And then we have, in the red hat, guess who? We have Willene Hayward, who is a member of the Red Hat Society of Tampa. Welcome to you. And then we have Pam Cotner, who's the assistant director at the Tampa Jewish Community Center. Thank you for all coming here today. First, I want to give you all an opportunity to talk about your group, what its mission and services are, and then we'll get into what particular services you have available for seniors and others. Linda, can you talk about Community Stepping Stones?
Thank you, Louise. Community Stepping Stones is an organization for teens. You might wonder why I'm here. It's for teens and high school students to keep them in school. We use arts as a carrot to get them to come to our campus, which is on the banks of the Hillsborough River in Sulphur Springs. And then we tutor them, we help them feel excited and creative, and then do well in school. So our goal is to get them employed or off to higher education. But the reason that I'm here on Happy and Healthy is because we have adult art classes. One of the ways that we make money, because these days, you know, you can't look to government for funding, as we all
know.
So we are supplementing the income stream for Community Stepping Stones by offering adult art classes. And then half the money for the tuition goes to the art teacher and the other half goes to Community Stepping Stones. We have the coolest classes.
And so you are next, Kelly.
Okay. I work for the City of Temple Terrace Leisure Services Department, and I manage the Senior Citizen Recreation Programs. Our senior center is called the Omar K. Lightfoot Recreation Center, and we have a variety of different activities and programs for senior citizens in Temple Terrace and also in the Tampa area. They can also come to our center.
Great. Willie?
I'm a member of the Red Hat Society of Tampa. My group is called the Red Hot Circle.
Red Hot?
The Red Hot Circle,
I love how you could name these any way you want.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
yes, you
okay.
can. And our purpose is just to have fun. Most of the women are over 50 and are retired and looking for something to do. So this is an organization that will help you along and give you lots of ideas and meeting new people and just having fun.
Pam?
Yes, the Tampa Jewish Community Center and Federation, it's a functional federation. The Tampa JCC runs all different programs for all ages that has to do with culture, education, and social aspects. And the federation is the component that helps us fund all of these programs, plus other Jewish organizations throughout the Tampa Bay area and global. We have programs from preschool to camp to seniors to teens, a variety of cultural programs for the whole entire community.
Pam, and it's not exclusive to those
Absolutely
in the Jewish
not.
faith.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, great. Linda, tell me about the metal guy now.
Okay, sorry.
All right, tell me about some of these classes you got going.
Well, we've got over 20 teachers who are
Wow.
really great and varied, from jewelry making with beads to jewelry making with metal, painting, drawing, basket weaving, which is really gorgeous, mosaic making, screenwriting, and the guy who has the dragon downtown, the marvelous 20-foot Dragon is teaching metal sculpture. So we have, and I am doing walking tours, historic walking tours. And the fees for the classes help pay for our teen programs. But the premise is not that you're going to be the next Leonardo da Vinci. It's that when you do something creative, it feeds your spirit, it feeds your head. You meet new people. The teachers are all wonderful and really acclaimed local artists, and it just makes you feel good. And the group is called In the Creative Studio. So some of the classes are at community stepping stones, and some are in the different artist studios. So for example, Susan Gott, the glassblower, is teaching a class, but it's in her glass studio. So that's the other thing that's kind of interesting, is to see the artists in their working environments.
We could teach video production over here.
Absolutely could. That's a great idea.
We've been really wanting to do that. That's great. Tell us about some of your classes.
Well, we have a lot of different recreation classes. We have the Silver Sneakers exercise program at the Lightfoot Center. We also have art classes as well. We have a painting class Tuesday evenings. We have several ceramics classes. Lots of different exercise classes. We also have a Red Hat Club at the Lightfoot Center as well, and we do at least 3 day trips a month. Today, our seniors are at the Strawberry Festival today, so we. And
did you miss that to come here?
I'm not the driver, so but speaking of the driver, we also have a transportation program. It's available for residents of Temple Terrace who are 55 and over, who don't drive for any reason, medical, or they just don't have a car. And it's $1 round trip, and they can go in the local Temple Terrace, North Tampa area. We take them to doctor's appointments, grocery shopping. We also transport seniors to the center twice a week if they don't drive. And like I said, it's $1 round trip, and we just need 48-hour notice for that. They do have to be resident of Temple Terrace, though.
And you're not open to outside Temple Terrace,
we are.
right?
We are. We charge a membership to attend the Lightfoot Center, and we also have another recreation center, the Family Recreation Complex, with pools and a fitness center. But if you live in Temple Terrace, the senior membership is $64 a year, and that includes both centers. If you feel that you cannot afford it, if you just want to come to the Lightfoot Center, we do have a scholarship program that can reduce it by 50%. If you don't live in Temple Terrace, it is $128 a year for seniors 62 and over. But like I said, also, if you're just interested in coming to the Lightfoot Center, we do have that scholarship option that will reduce it by half. And also, if you're just interested in the Lightfoot Center, you can do it on a payment plan. We don't need like the whole $64 all at one time, because we know seniors have limited income.
What's some of your activities? Anybody going to the Strawberry Festival?
They do. They have a parade, and you have ladies in the little short dresses twirling batons. And then we have a Red Hat prayer. And also, when you greet a Red Hat, you touch hats. So that's one of the things that we did. But they had a program, and the program was just
in those
exactly,
groups, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And it was just a great day, because you got to meet a lot of other groups. As a matter of fact, there are 186 groups here in Tampa.
Oh, it was all the groups, not just
Tampa
your group?
in the area, not just in Tampa, but in the area.
From as far down as Sarasota, or as up as
and all the way up to Tallahassee.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
And
this
they
is
were
the
all
West Coast.
they were all participating in the parade, or many?
Some of them, I met some from Fort Myers. I met some from Gainesville. So they would take a bus and come down. So it is a big day. And also we have a big gala coming up, which is March 31st, and where we dress up, and we really are Red Hatters. And I mean, you know, we put on all of our bling bling, and and all different kinds and styles of hats, and we just get together and we have fun.
Willie, would you explain why red hats were picked, or?
Sue Ellen, who is our exalted Queen Mother, was.
Are you a queen, by the way, here?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you'll have to explain how the politics of that works, because.
Yes.
Right.
Anyway, she was in Tulsa visiting a friend of hers, and she just happened to go into a thrift shop, and she saw this bright red fedora, and she picked it up. That's why I'm wearing mine today. And she picked it up and thought how beautiful it was, and so she took it with her. And a couple of years later, she read a poem by a lady by the name of Jenny Jackson, I think her name is.
Is that I Shall Wear Purple?
Yeah, well, it's a poem called Warning.
Oh.
And in the poem, it explains how, you know, when you reach the age of 50, how, you know, sometimes you feel like everything is over, your life is over, there's nothing to do. And this lady was depicted wearing a purple dress and a red hat. So Sue Ellen eventually thought, well, this is good, you know, and she had a girlfriend that was having a birthday. So she took the hat and the poem and she presented it to her girlfriend. And that's how it started, actually. They went out and other people saw the red hats and wanted to join. Started out with 18 girls, ladies.
What do you have, 1 million members or something now?
Oh my God, there's...
I think I read that one.
It is. We're in all 50 states and 30 countries.
Do you realize you could elect a president? No. Okay. They're not political. They're not political.
No, we're not
unfortunately.
political.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I guess we could.
Yeah.
But you're pro-fun.
We're pro-fun, yes.
Yeah.
5 fours that we have captured as our motto. The first one is freedom. You have freedom to do as you please. I mean, we're over 50. Also, friendship, and that's what happens by meeting all the Red Hatters. And also, fulfillment. Fulfillment of your life dreams or some of the things that you might want to do. And fitness. Very, very important. Because if you're fit and healthy, then we can do all the things that we, you know, enjoy and want to do.
Okay, so Pam, tell me about some of the programs. You have lecture series, don't you, as well?
We do have some. We're going to be starting some more. We started a program about 5 years ago called the Jet Setters Program. Which,
You called seniors jet setters.
Jet Setters.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it started out with a few of us, you know, saying, okay, how are we going to put this together? And it really expanded. We're in our 5th year. And we have about 75 members, and it's a free program to anybody in the community. It runs twice a month on Thursdays. In fact, I just left one to come. We do just about everything. It's a lecture or a program or a show or just any kind of different things that we could put together that we thought our seniors would enjoy. We did Pirates of the Caribbean. We put on plays. We just had a ball. And it's a free lunch and the lecture or the program, and then we all stay and we do mahjong, and we have an arts teacher that comes in and we do arts and crafts with some of the ladies that choose to do
It's
that.
a whole day event.
It's a whole day event. It starts at 11 and ends at 3. We do some transportation in the north area of town. We also started a lot of more intergenerational day activities with our seniors. We are right now producing a beautiful mural in one of our hallways, and our preschoolers and our teens and our after-school programs meet with our seniors at certain times of the day, and they work together and collaboratively are making this beautiful mural. We have a book club that meets once a month. We have expanded our programming down to South Tampa at the Jewish Center Towers, so we have programs going on down there as well. We also have our Silver Sneakers and our fitness center, which is available to anybody. You can become a member, or your Silver Sneakers can, you know, suffice as your membership. We just do an array of events.
I know more is going to come to you in a minute, but I have to break for just a few minutes. We'll be back. Please stay tuned.
George, it's a great deal. Only used a couple of times, and it gets great parsecs for very little dilithium crystals.
Well, I appreciate the offer, but what I really need is information about Social Security. How do I find out what my monthly payment will be?
Online.
How about if I just want Medicare?
Online.
Oh my. We'll boldly go to socialsecurity.gov.
Let's go kick the tires.
Excuse me, what time are you guys leaving? We're gonna rob your house tonight.
Don't come closer. I have rabies.
Don't you wish there were warnings to protect you from life's risks? With diabetes, there is one. It's called A1C, a simple blood test that helps measure your risk of a heart attack and other complications. Learn more at diabetesaA1c.org.
Getting health information is a nightmare.
It's all in how you look at it. To you, it's a pile of books and reading until your eyes drop out. But to me, I go straight to NIHSeniorHealth.gov, click on what I want, and boom, there it is.
NIHSeniorHealth.gov, the medical website created with older adults in mind by the National Institutes of Health.
Getting health information at our age is tough.
Yeah, it's all how you look at it. To you, it's a pile of books and reading till your eyes drop out. But me, I go to NIHSeniorHealth.gov, click on what I want, and bingo, there it is.
Well, thanks for the tip.
NIHSeniorHealth.gov. It's easy to use. You can make the text bigger, make the contrast better, even make it talk to you. If only everything else out there were senior friendly. NIHSeniorHealth.gov, built with you in mind.
And this is Billy when he was a baby.
He's so cute.
And this was his first school play. And this is Billy's graduation from grammar school. Wait till you see the videos I have. I have so many tapes. Let me find them.
No, I can't wait.
Wait till you see the potty training we did.
Mom, our VCR doesn't work anymore. We can't watch those tapes.
Oh. Kathy, now you can watch Billy's potty training video.
What do you mean?
I had all the tapes transferred to DVD at Tampa Bay Community Network. I didn't have to mail the tapes away, and I got them transferred very quickly.
Welcome back to Happy and Healthy. We're talking today about arts and leisure opportunities with Linda Saul-Sena and Ahern, Willie Hayward, and Pam Cotner. Welcome back. We were talking about some of the offerings available in town for seniors, older adults, and in many cases their families, even children. But we're talking today more about programs for seniors. So you were talking about some of the services or programs that were available at the JCC. Were there others you were thinking about while we took this little quick break?
We've really enhanced our senior programs quite a bit. We do a movie day north and south at Jewish Center Towers and at the Gun Highway facility. We also partner with the USF, the Ali senior programs. They hold their watercolor classes there, their art classes.
Lifelong learning program, Asher?
Yes, and also a computer class, and we will be setting up some cooking classes in South Tampa with them, and a complete lecture series are some new things that we're going to be joint venturing with them at our facilities, both
Willie,
north
tell
and
us
south.
again now how you get to be queen, or how do you get a Red Hat Society?
Supporting memberships, $20 a year. For queens, $39, but anyone can be a queen.
I can make my own group if I wanted to, right?
Yes, you can. Yes, you
Okay.
can. That's $39, and with that, you establish a chapter. And with that, then usually you have women or you know women that are interested. And so that's how you get your group together.
And
then
you
we
make
go
it
from
any
there.
theme, like you made Red Hot.
Yes, you get to pick your title. Also, they encourage you to have royal titles, or fun titles as we call them. I have a Contessa of Love, one of the girls, and my name is Queen Be Sassy.
And that's why I get that sassy pin on.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. But you get to pick the name that you feel best describes you.
Okay, so you have some groups that are just devoted to maybe taking trips, right? Or you have other.
We all do that. We all take trips.
But aren't there some groups that's their main thing is to go to the theater or to dance or whatever? You can make it whatever you want.
Well, this is what the red hatting is all about: getting out in the public, going out to lunch so that others can see you, And we dress up, and that's exactly why we go out, because we're all dressed up. And we're playing
dress up.
Yeah, dress up games. And, you know, we have all our bling bling. The hats, some of the hats are fabulous. Or either they can be whimsical as well. And the purple outfits is just whatever you want to put
So
on.
you have a hat with a bigger feather than that.
Oh, I most certainly do.
How many
have a
red
couple
hats do you have?
I think I might have about 7,
Oh.
8 different hats.
Oh,
They
my
can get very
goodness.
large and very ornate.
Exactly, exactly. So, you know, yesterday at the Strawberry Festival, I saw a lady with a big butterfly on her hat. So it's up to you and your personality as to, you know, how you dress and what you wear. I'm simple. I do like the bling bling,
Yeah.
and I don't like the hats that are too wide.
What are those? What's on those earrings?
Oh, red hats.
Oh, little red hats.
Yeah, little
Okay.
red hats, yes.
And then do you have an annual convention?
Yes, we do.
Where-
Last year was this year's in Las Vegas.
Perfect place for bling.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, and as I said, we're having a gala the 31st of this month, and you have red hatters coming from all over. They take buses and they come down. And we have vendors. So vendors are selling all the bling bling, all the clothing. It's just a good time for all.
What's the most popular class at the Temple Terrace place?
I'd say that not necessarily a particular class. I mean, yoga is very popular right now. Line dancing is popular. Any exercise class is pretty popular. But the most important thing at I don't know about your center, but at my center is what Willie touched on, the friendship aspect of it, the socialization. They can come and do activities, but the main important thing is to meet other people and form friendships. I think probably the #1 most important thing for seniors is socialization. So if anyone is at home watching this program and is lonely, maybe lost a spouse, is looking for things to do in their community, go check out your local senior center. Go check out your local Red Hat Club. You can look for in your city government pages in the phone book for different centers, or on the internet for different Red Hat clubs. But the most important thing is to get out there and meet other people. And we have seniors that just come for an activity, but they form like lifelong friendships. And it increases their social network.
Right. Kelly, we did one of our Happy and Healthies with people from Northside Mental Health and MHC Mental Health Center, and I don't know who else was on here, but somebody else. And we did one on recognizing mental issues in seniors, or in yourself, or you know, your friend next door, or your parent. And one of the big issues is this isolation that occurs after the loss of a spouse, divorce or death, or a child, or something like that happens. And then people just, you know, call on you for a little while, and then they don't know what to say, so they stop calling on you, and pretty soon, you know, agoraphobia looks awful good to you. You know, you just want to stay home and just not do anything, and you just get depressed, and that leads to other things and other things. And even when we had a show with the Alzheimer's group, a lot of times some of those things are mistaken, the dementia or that kind of thing, for actual depressions and that being isolated. So that's a really important thing. Linda, you and I were talking a minute ago about, or a few minutes ago about, gee, you said they should call this stage, instead of retirement, call it something else. And I said, I saw an article, let's talk about this. I think it's important that we all do. In the New York Times, I think it was this week or today even, that an author of a new book is now calling this stage the encore stage. Like, you did this and this and this, and now it's time to have your encore, which I guess the Red Hats would be.
Exactly.
Let's talk about that.
Well, the way I see it, what we have in our lives is energy. And there's so many things in this world that need doing, including making ourselves happy. That energy is one of those things. It's like the more you do, the more you want to do, which is why I think calling it an encore is a great idea, because it states the premise. You had this act, your life, this production, and now you're ready for the encore, which is free from what was on the program and the playbill. It's up to you to decide what is your best song? What is your, what is the part of you that maybe didn't get played out before, and now you have a chance to explore it? I'm frankly knocked out by all these different offerings that are very affordable and available.
I am too. I'm listening to all of the offerings myself.
Every program, I apologize, is free. I mean, we don't charge for our programs at all.
And you don't have to be Jewish.
And you don't have to be Jewish. And it's amazing how many people have come and have formed these friendships and get so excited. A lot of our programs are grant-based, and every year it's a drum roll. Are we getting the grant? Are we getting the grant? Because these seniors just look so forward to continuing and learning and just growing and bonding like they have. It's just an amazing feeling to see it happen.
And I think there's nothing like a friendship that you make when you're older. Yes. Because you have a just different perspective on things than you did. And there's, you're not doing it for like, business reasons or some other kind of thing. It's just because you purely like the person.
And most of the time we're retired, we're empty nesters. We have a lot of time on our hands. And so when you engage yourself in activities such as they're speaking of, I mean, it's just wonderful to keep yourself busy. I was a volunteer coordinator before, and I find myself volunteering at church, doing the same thing I did when I was working, but I truly enjoy it. And just to say another thing too, we also have pink hatters. They will not let me forget this if I don't mention them.
They're a little younger because they're a little pinker.
They're not 50 yet. But once they turn 50, then we have what we call a regraduation. And so we bring them into the sisterhood and give them their red hats. And then they can, take off the pink. And now they're part of us.
So
they're
now
mature
they feel
now.
like it's important to have aged.
Yes.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not
a
a bad
good
thing.
Now you get
not
into
a bad
the regular
thing
club.
at
You
all.
were just, what do they call the fraternity people? Pledges.
Pledges.
But now now you get the big deal,
Exactly, exactly, yes.
Kelly, you want to add to, I know you started this discussion, which I think was a good one, about the isolation. What do you think are, maybe all of you, your best stories of what happens with different people when they first come in and then as they stay in a different program, whether it's Community Steps or Arts or any of these programs? Have you seen something that we should all hear about?
We do have a website, and a lot of times they're putting stories on about other Red Hatters in need, like the tornado in Joplin.
Okay.
There were quite a few Red Hatters that lost everything, and so through the web page we were able to help, send money or clothing or whatever you wanted to do. So that brings us all together as well. She's in Joplin, I'm here, but we're still sisters. And so that's a lot of the things that we do as well.
That's a big impact.
We are going to be doing knitting for babies and just poor families in the third world countries. All getting together and doing a knitting club, and we're going to send them all throughout the third world for little babies and people that just can't keep warm. So that's another thing, which is on the same precedence as what you were saying, is that they are able to get together and do purpose with their life. Our seniors to helping other seniors across the global.
That plays into what this guy said in this book that he wrote, this Friedman, on the Encore thing. There was a book years ago written by the same author whose name I've lost right now, of the parachute book on getting another job.
What color
is your parachute? Then he wrote a book called The Three Boxes of Life. And he talked about in the beginning stage of our lives, we're out, trying to get an education and get placement so that we can, enhance our employability. And in the second part, we're trying to climb the ladder and do all these things, and then we retire. And in the third box of life, you can start to do these kinds of community service things that you probably did some already.
Exactly.
Because all women do, that I know. But additionally, now you can take on other things like this, like helping someone from a different situation. I mean, all the way across the world.
Our senior group, what they did is for the Red Hatters, they had a fundraiser for the spring, the shelter, and then something they did about a year ago, but we collected like old blankets, old towels, and donated them to the ASPCA for the animal cages.
There's an idea.
Yeah.
We all have
St.
old
Francis.
towels.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's
It's a
got
very
an
easy
old
thing to
towel.
do. Another thing is a lot of the sites, different senior sites, are really great resources for seniors. I don't know about the Jewish Center, but we have agencies come in from time to time and offer free services. Like we just had the Center for Hearing do a free hearing test for seniors. Next month, we're having West Central Florida Area Agency on Aging do an oral health presentation about mouth dental care for seniors. We've had classes that organization has also done about living healthy, Tai Chi for balance, different things that are senior-specific health and information for seniors. We have an event coming up. Unfortunately, it'll be gone by the time that this program airs, but next Friday we have an event called a Senior Expo. We do that every March. This year it's March 16th, but we have different agencies and businesses that are senior-specific come out, and it's like an information fair for the seniors in Temple Terrace. But anyone can come. That is a free event. We partner with City of Tampa and Hillsborough County Parks and Rec to do senior games. It's 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of October. It's like a senior Olympics. They have all sorts of different competitions. There's a hobby show, baking contest, up to like the 50-yard dash with swimming competition, and we do that for the first 2 weeks of October. So there's a lot of different resources out there for seniors to meet other seniors and to do different activities.
I would probably want to do the Sudoku competition.
I think
It's
I'd like
a
to
little
learn
less
the knit.
strenuous. little
The
less
knitting.
strenuous for me.
We don't have these sorts of programs, but I can tell you that to me the richest thing that's happened are the connections between the young people who are in our programs and some of the older people who are working with them. We do murals, that's one of the things, and those connections. And the young people also help some of the artists as they get a stipend if they're a support person for the artists, and they get to see how a professional artist works with the class. So I think anytime you have intergenerational connectivity, it's a good thing.
One of the most fun things that we did is we have a Wii game at the senior center, and the seniors challenged the kids in the after-school program to a Wii bowling competition.
Oh my God.
The seniors won. They won. They smoked the kids. You know? So that was a lot of fun.
We have a spelling bee coming up during spring break. We are asking our seniors to have a spelling bee with our after-school programmers. So that's going to be an interesting concept.
Is that like one of those TV shows, Do You Know As Much As
Yeah,
the
something
Third?
like that. We're gonna do that. So that's going to be
Like that.
Yeah.
Maybe you compete with them and they know more than you do.
It's so nice to see a lot of those children also graduated from our preschool. So they enjoy going back and seeing their teachers, and it's fun. So
I bet that's really great if you don't have a grandchild in town, because, you know, you kind of have such joy out of being with these young people. We're going to take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
Patty, I boldly went to socialsecurity.gov, and it's out of this world.
Socialsecurity.gov is a website for everybody.
Even teenagers?
Absolutely. Young people can help their grandparents with retiring online or getting extra help with their Medicare prescription drug costs.
So really, everyone.
Here we go.
Hey, how's it going?
Sir, are you okay?
What? Oh, this? It's probably nothing. I'm sure it'll go away.
Go away? But sir, that can't be good.
No, it's cool, really.
Do you want a napkin or something?
Everything's fine. Thanks.
You wouldn't ignore this, so why ignore the signs of a stroke? At the first warning signs, call 911 immediately, because time lost is brain lost.
Whew. Getting health information is a nightmare.
It's all in how you look at it. To you, it's a pile of books and reading until your eyes drop out. But to me, I go straight to NIHSeniorHealth.gov, click on what I want, and boom, there it is.
NIHSeniorHealth.gov, the medical website created with older adults in mind by the National Institutes of Health.
Getting health information at our age is tough.
Yeah, it's all how you look at it. To you, it's a pile of books and reading till your eyes drop out. But me, I go to NIHSeniorHealth.gov, click on what I want, and bingo, there it is.
Well, thanks for the tip.
NIHSeniorHealth.gov. It's easy to use. You can make the text bigger, make the contrast better, even make it talk to you. If only everything else out there were as senior friendly. NIHSeniorHealth.gov, built with you in mind.
Susan, why should I volunteer to do other people's taxes?
You'll help hard-working Hillsborough residents get all the tax credits they're entitled to, and you'll learn a valuable new skill.
What's the time commitment?
You could be a tax preparer, a greeter, or an interpreter at 30 convenient locations in only 2 to 4 hours a week.
Sounds like a great opportunity. Where do I sign up?
UnitedWayTampaBay.org. Volunteer to be a tax preparer. We need you too.
Whew, getting health information is a nightmare.
It's all in how you look at it. To you, it's a pile of books and reading until your eyes drop out. But to me, I go straight to NIHSeniorHealth.gov, click on what I want, and boom, there it is.
NIHSeniorHealth.gov, the medical website created with older adults in mind by the National Institutes of Health.
Getting health information at our age is tough.
Yeah, it's all how you look at it. To you, it's a pile of books and reading till your eyes drop out. But me, I go to NIHSeniorHealth.gov, click on what I want, and bingo, there it is.
Well, thanks for the tip.
NIHSeniorHealth.gov. It's easy to use. You can make the text bigger, make the contrast better, even make it talk to you. If only everything else out there were as senior friendly. NIHSeniorHealth.gov, built with you in mind.
Tampa Bay Community Network, may I help you?
Hello, I would like to produce a TV show on your planet.
Great.
Do I have to be a Tampa resident?
No, you don't have to be from Tampa to take our video production training classes or to have a show on our channels.
Really? Well, I'm from another planet. Is that okay?
It's fine. Tampa Bay Community Network members come from Orlando, Valrico, Lakeland. They come from everywhere. Being from another planet is no problem. You're from our galaxy, right?
Yes, I am. How do I get started?
Sign up for orientation class. We have them twice a month and they are free.
I'm in. Sign me up.
Anyone over the age of 18 can take TBCN Video Production and Final Cut Pro edit classes, produce programming, and host programming right from our studios at the University Mall. Call 813-977-5200 today and sign up for our next orientation class, no matter what planet you're from.
Hi, I'm Patty Suarez with the West Central Florida Area Agency on Aging, and you're watching Tampa Bay Community Network.
Welcome back to Happy and Healthy. I'm Louise Thompson, the Executive Director of Tampa Bay Community Network, where you should come down and take some video production training and have your own darn show on our channels anytime you want. It's your channel, so please come on down. And we're finishing up talking about some of the arts and leisure opportunities that we have in Hillsborough County and beyond, in some cases as well. And Linda, we were talking about at Community Stepping Stones, you have a great many well-known, locally at least, and maybe even further out, artists teaching the classes. So you want to talk about who they are?
I would love to.
Okay.
We have some really fabulous artists. A photographer named Pepito, who is actually nationally known as one of the best photographers anywhere, and he's teaching photography, but only to like 6 students at a time. So it's a great opportunity to learn from a real master. And we have pet photography. That's a different course, which is so fun, by Diane Blyler.
Did you go like this with the pet and make them smile, or what do you do?
I haven't taken the course, but I can tell you that the results, all of our artists have work up at our headquarters, and the photographs look great. The dog, the dogs are being patient, way better. I don't know what she does, but it works.
Okay.
And then we also have.
It's got to be harder than children, even. I mean, you know,
yes.
and little children are difficult to photograph.
Absolutely. We have Taylor Icon, who does watercolors on a special kind of paper that makes the colors particularly vibrant. We have painting on silk and jewelry making and just all these phenomenal, interesting, fun things to do. And walking tours. So what I would
And you're doing the walking tour.
And
Why
I'm
didn't
doing
you
the
talk
walking
about
tours.
that? You didn't mention that.
Well, I've done downtown and
2 or 3 of
Channel
them already,
District,
right?
and then I did Ybor last week, and this week I'm doing Hyde Park, and then I'll start again. But I won't do it in really hot weather, because who wants to be that warm? But
That's
it's
true.
Sunday afternoons at 2 o'clock, and what people
You
would
could do a driving tour then.
Yes,
An
but
AC
walking.
driving tour.
No,
you
but
know.
it's you get more of the texture of an environment by walking.
You're not doing ghost tours, are you?
The Ybor one had some ghosts in it, I will admit.
Oh,
It's
that
not-
would be
I did
so
that.
cool.
Yes, it is.
I
good.
did that. That's
I have,
fun.
I'll tell you about it. But if people want some more information, they should go to communitysteppingstones.org.
Yeah, one
And
whole
all of our-
straight word.
One, right.
One word.
And they can read and click on adult art classes, and they can read all about the classes, and they can sign up online. Or if they're like me and hate to spend money online, you can call the number and we'll answer, and a real person will take your credit card information. Or you can bring a check when you come. So anyway, but we have, you know, it's really fun, it's interesting, and our teachers are sweethearts. Elizabeth Mitchell is our silk painting teacher. I mean, we just have these wonderful, warm, terrific people, and David Audette, and just, you know, really top quality teachers. Oh, and Ed Ross, the founder of Community Stepping Stones, is teaching a ceramics class. So we've got some wonderful people. Sigrid Tidmore's teaching, Kathleen McCabe, just great teachers.
Fabulous. And I wanted you to talk to us about, in depth about a couple of programs that you have over the JCC.
We've expanded. We have a JFit program through our fitness center, which has about 25 classes that we have at the J. And
Wow.
Yeah, during the day, mostly in the mornings. But we have Zumba, we have a cardio circuit, we have our silver sneakers, we have one evening class of Dancing with the Stars, basically. And it has really become very popular.
Do you bring in good-looking young men, or?
I don't bring in any.
I mean, if you're really going to do it right.
We have some great, very full of life instructors. And yes, they bring in a few of their assistants that come in, and it does draw a crowd. It has become very popular. I'm usually there when it goes on, and the music is blasting, and they are just enjoying life out of every dance move that they have encompassed. Our Zumba class, all of a sudden, it took off, and they throw a little belly dancing in there, and a little of this, and a little of that. And it's really a lot of fun to watch the women do that. I'm trying to get a few men in there, but they don't want to do it so much.
Maybe you have to make it Zumba.
Yeah, maybe Zumba.
Something like Rainbow or something like that. And you might get
So we have a great fitness class. We do our water aerobics. We have a nice a pool outside. We have where we have our water aerobics programs. We have a full gym where you can just come and work out and personal
All this
training.
For free.
Well, those are memberships. Those are memberships, but a senior membership is $175 for a senior for a full year, which encompasses everything. And for a couple, it's $200. And again, as Kelly was saying, you know, there's always adjustment rates if need be.
And your location?
Well, right now, we have 2 locations. Our main location is the Tampa Jewish Community Center and Federation, and that is on Gun Highway near the Citrus Park Mall. We are starting more programming at the Jewish Center Towers on De Leon, I believe. And we are in the process of a due diligence statement for we're going to do it for about a year. We might be leasing out the Old Armory.
Tampa Digital, when they first put it out for bid for us to all join forces to use it as a sound stage, and try to bring more film here. But now that nothing worked out, and Now you guys are going to try to make it.
We are trying to make it a huge center. We're expanding. We have the interest. We are going to be doing a community survey to see what people would like to put in there. We're going to assess the property, make sure that it's sound, and we have a year-long campaign to raise the funding. And if all those three come together, hopefully next year we'll be in there and make another beautiful facility down the south end of town.
It would be so great to hold on to that facility, but a costly proposition because it's old.
That's why they're doing the assessments and trying to, make sure that it's.
There's a lot of bathrooms to renovate there.
But I have to say,
but it's good.
The greenest thing you can do is renovate an old building.
I agree.
I go with you.
Yes.
Our center was renovated in March 2009, so we're coming up on, well, we're just at 3 years, and it's so much better now. We have a computer lab, 6 computers for seniors. We have our own ceramics room now. Where before,
you do have computer classes.
Yes, we do.
I don't think you mentioned that before.
We have Mondays. We have an intro to computers. It's for people who have, some are scared to learn the computers for the first time. So we start out very, very basic. We have a very nice billiard room now. We have 3 pool tables and a couple flat screen TVs in there. Nice. It's amazing what a renovation can do. It makes it a lot nicer.
Your computer classes, do you put everybody on Facebook right away, or?
No, that's a very good question. Unfortunately,
I'm sure that their children are telling
we
them,
do as much as we
would
can.
you hurry up and get on Facebook so you can see these?
Yeah, we don't do Facebook yet, but we do up to searching and finding on the internet, browsing different, we talk about different websites that are good for seniors. Facebook is blocked on our city computers, and the computer lab is run through the city computer, so that's why we can't do Facebook.
So you have them all bringing an iPad.
Yes,
and
we could do that.
Just get the Facebook app and you're all set.
Yeah,
right?
A lot of different, we talk about social sites and things like that too, so we try to get as much as we can, but we start off very basic. So if anyone's afraid that they've never touched a computer before, this is a class for them. And it's free with the membership. So.
That's great.
Great. That is really great.
I have a couple of Red Hatters that are not comfortable with email, and I try to do most of my communicating by email.
Yeah.
So if I don't email them, then I have to call.
It's a pain in the neck when somebody doesn't do email, isn't it?
Yeah, I have this one senior who took one of my first classes, and now every time she comes in the center, she checks her email. So, because email's great, because you can check it anywhere. You don't have to own a computer.
People
at your
are
house to
so
check
afraid.
it.
I noticed I did Facebook, found my old high school classmates. And I would say fully a third of them are on Facebook, and 2/3 are not. And of those 2/3, I don't know, of the whole class, I'd say maybe 20% not only are not on a computer, but will argue with you why you shouldn't be on one. And my line back to them is always the same. Imagine us growing up without a phone. Just try for a minute to picture that we as teenagers back in the 60s had no telephone. Try to figure that one out. Oh my God, that would be like awful. Well, that's what it is now with this.
And you can
you
find out
really
so
have
much
to get with the
information.
program. And it's not as crazy as it was when computers first started to become popular. I remember in the 80s, early 80s, I got my first computer, and I was afraid of it too. And I'm an ex-IBMer. Totally afraid of touching it, and ended up going to a class after 6 months of it sitting there. I went to a weekend class down at the Tampa airport, and back then it was DOS.
Oh my Lord.
And so they made us, there were like 20 of us in the room, and they made us, okay, type hello in there. And you're like, what? I'm afraid, whatever. But I just love to watch my own children and now my grandchildren who aren't afraid of anything. They just pick the thing up and show you how to use that iPhone and that iPad in 3 seconds, and and now it's easy. You don't really need all that lingo that we needed before with DOS and controls and things like that. Everything's really out there for us.
And we teach people how to use a mouse. For some of them, some people are afraid they don't know how to, click with the mouse. So we're like, come on in. We'll teach you how to use it. don't be afraid that you don't know anything. Everyone had to start someplace, even kids, when they first picked up a computer, they didn't know how to use a mouse.
Does the city let you put solitaire or free cell on?
They do have solitaire on. The seniors
Well,
love
because
solitaire.
seniors love, and you know, that was originally, my understanding is, solitaire was originally put on so you'd learn how to use a mouse.
Yes, we do that. One of the things I tell the seniors in the class is if you need practice with your mouse, play solitaire. And we actually do play a game of solitaire, and a lot of them after class are playing with the solitaire. It just gets you familiar with the mouse.
Right, and the
Clicking
motion.
and dragging and things like that.
Right, very good. Well, that's a great thing to know. Do you have computer classes there, or you're assuming?
Yeah, we do have computer. We have an 8 computer stations, and USF comes in and they are teaching the class at our
so they come
facility.
in and do the teaching. Oh, fabulous. Looks like we're down to about 5 minutes, so I'm going to give you each a minute or two to say something you didn't get a chance to say when I was asking questions. So I'll start with the red hat.
Well,
Willie.
Just wanted to say that I reach out to all seniors and to let them know that the Red Hat Society is out here, and it is great fun. We all love to be together. We do all sorts of activities. I mean, we have gone to Sarasota, spent the night, saw a show, and came back. So different things like that inside Tampa and out as well. So.
Your members are sometimes, they're married or not?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes.
So
the husbands are not invited, though.
Okay. Well, yeah, and I did a show with one group where the women who still had husbands around who hadn't been widowed or divorced, those husbands would escort all the other women, and they loved it. They just said, "Oh, it's great. I just take turns and dance with everybody."
Yeah.
And their wives liked it, and it was kind of okay thing to do. Yeah. But I know that Pam had a question before, and I think this is true. If you want to start a group,
yes,
you do need to have like what, 5 or 6 members ready?
No.
None?
No.
Oh, you could start it without.
You can start it and then look into, adding members.
Okay, so one person can start it.
Yes, one person can start it.
That's terrific.
I'll get my red hat tomorrow.
She's ready to roll, right?
Just go online. Go online.
I can just see that.
I'll bet there'll be one at Community Stepping Stones soon.
Yeah.
But
well, now you have to go online. Go online, register.
RedHatSociety.org or something, is it?
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, Pam, did you want to add something to what you were saying about JCC?
I just wanted the public to know that we are a community center, and we have, I've always said we're like the best kept secret. A lot of people that do come in say, "Oh, I didn't know we could come." Absolutely, we are a community center. We have so many things to offer, from toddlers, babies, all the way up, and we've got activities and programs just to suit the whole entire family.
And a beautiful campus, I might add.
Thank you.
There, you really have.
Yeah, thank
Gorgeous,
you.
and even a senior living facility.
We have a senior living facility,
which is great to have right there next door.
It is.
Yeah.
We are a family.
What is your website, so we make sure we get
www.jewishtampa.com.
Yes. Okay. All right. Did you want to add something?
I just wanted to, if anyone wants to come out to our center, it's located at the corner of 56th Street and Whiteway in Temple Terrace. There's also the Family Recreation Complex, like I said before, has the pool and the fitness center. They're just a little further down the road from us on Whiteway. And you can check us out on our website is www.templeterrace.com/parks is what you can check it out on. And that lists the senior calendar of events and everything that's going on in our recreation department.
Kelly, what are the hours? Are you just Monday to Friday or Saturday?
We're Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursday, we're 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And Friday, we're 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
Take off for the weekend a little
early. We rent out our facility on the weekends. We rent out for weddings and things like that.
Oh, that's another good income generator. Great. Linda?
CommunitySteppingStones.org, and you can read all about the great classes. If people also wanted to volunteer to tutor, we'd love that too.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, every one of you, for coming down and explaining what your organizations do, and hopefully your bells will be ringing, or your phones will be ringing, or your websites will be getting a lot of attention. But we do appreciate what you're doing. I think it's great, and you're attitude about taking care of the community is fabulous, and appreciate it a lot. Hope to see you back here at another time. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
George, it's a great deal. Only used a couple of times, and it gets great parsecs for very little dilithium crystals.
Well, I appreciate the offer, but what I really need is information about Social Security. How do I find out what my monthly payment will be?
Online.
How about if I just want Medicare?
Online.
Oh my. We'll boldly go to socialsecurity.gov.
Let's go kick the tires.
Whew. Getting health information is a nightmare.
It's all in how you look at it. To you, it's a pile of books and reading until your eyes drop out. But to me, I go straight to NIHSeniorHealth.gov, click on what I want, and boom, there it is.
NIHSeniorHealth.gov, the medical website created with older adults in mind by the National Institutes of Health.
Getting health information at our age is tough.
Yeah, it's all how you look at it. To you, it's a pile of books and reading till your eyes drop out. But me, I go to NIHSeniorHealth.gov, click on what I want, and bingo, there it is.
Well, thanks for the tip.
NIHSeniorHealth.gov. It's easy to use. You can make the text bigger, make the contrast better, even make it talk to you. If only everything else out there were senior-friendly. NIHSeniorHealth.gov, built with you in mind.
This is Jack Thomas. Today, someone almost brought Jack something to eat. Someone almost drove him to a shelter. And someone else almost brought him a warm blanket. And Jack Thomas? Well, he almost made it through the night.
Today is a special day. Today we gather as a nation and as an international community to recognize the selfless decision of one of the most influential women of our time. She's been recognized by religious figures and politicians around the world. To us, she's just Rachel. But to the rest of the world, she's the woman who, after having one too many drinks, chose not to drive home buzzed. Here today to honor Rachel is the family whose lives she spared.